Having a healthy communication is not as simple as just wishing it into existence, right? It takes hard work and dedication by all parties involved, and a whole heck of a lot of work. It's very important. Good viewers, welcome to an exciting moment on my YouTube channel. I'm MC Daniel the Great, aka the Author One of the Universe, and this is Critical Analysis on Relationship. Here we talk about love, relationship, and marriage. And we also talk about Christian courtship, all right? Yeah, today we are going to be having a very important topic, which is keys to a lasting marriage. Keys to a lasting marriage. It's very, very important. And I'm going to be going straight to the point. Number one, communication. First and foremost, communication. Communication makes marriage work. Communication makes marriage sweet. You guys always need to be in communication. It keeps the marriage. And one of the areas of communication is talk. Talk. You must keep talking and talking and talking. There's nothing like, I don't feel like talking, or I'm not good at talking. Because one thing about marriage is that you need to talk. You have 24 hours a day. Even if you want to have sex every day, you won't do more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. You want to do any other thing. And the other thing that will keep the marriage is talk and communication. 80% of communication is talk. All right? Communication is very important in marriage. You need to have the best communication, whatever. And when you have the best communication, it makes your marriage sweet. It makes your marriage last. All right? Number two, trust. Trust is very important in marriage. And that is why the husband and the wife needs to be faithful. When you are faithful, your spouse will trust you. Your spouse may love you, but if you are cheating on your spouse may love you but will not trust you. Especially when you've done something in the time past. That is why you shouldn't do things that will make your spouse suspect you or not having that trust in you. Trust is very, very important in marriage. When you have trust, or when your spouse trusts you, it makes your marriage last forever till death do you guys part, or to death do you part. All right. Number three, dating. I'm not talking about courtship dating. Once in a while, take your spouse out, take your wife out, most especially for the guys. Take your wife out, spoil your wife, surprise your wife. Once in a while, you can just tell your wife, let's go out somewhere, let's just go somewhere, just have a drink, or let's go somewhere and have a nice time together. Go and take your wife to a fast food once in a while when you have the money. Buy food, enjoy yourself, or probably take your wife to a special place where they do barbecue, shawarma, pizza, a nice place, a nice restaurant. There's some particular money you can just spare for your wife. Take your wife out for a date. It's not dating doesn't actually mean that you guys must be in courtship. Then after you get married, you make your marriage boring. No, once in a while, spice up your marriage, your marital life. Take your wife out for a date. You must not go with your children. All right. Now let's take your wife out for a date. All right. Number three. I think number three. All right. Or number four. Maybe 3 or 4. All right. Sex. Sex is very important in marriage. In marriage, they call it marital duty or marital rights. Ensure you and your wife, or you and your husband, you and your spouse are always having sex. Do not You know what I'm about going to, especially for the ladies. Do not go on strike. Do not torment your spouse sexually. Understand yourselves. Always give it to each other, most especially for the ladies. Have a good sexual life. Sex is very, very important in marriage. All right. Number 5, avoid conflict. Avoid disputes. You need to have the best No, normally in marriage, there must be misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is normal in marriage. You guys have breakups, make up. But one very important thing is that when you have misunderstanding, you make up. Normally in marriage, there must be ups and downs. But one very important thing that sustains marriage and makes marriage last is that you guys will now resolve your problems, resolve your conflicts. All right? Make sure you have the best conflict resolution ever. It's very, very important in marriage. All right? Number 6, knowledge. This one is very, very important. Knowledge in marriage. You must understand knowledge of the gender difference. In order for you to understand as a husband or as a man, in order for you to understand your wife, you must understand the knowledge, you must understand the gender difference. You need to understand women and you need to understand your wife. You need knowledge to make your marriage work. In Proverbs 24:3-4, it says, through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding it is established, and by knowledge it flows with good and pleasant riches. You need knowledge you need wisdom, understanding, and knowledge for your marriage to work, for your marriage to last, all right? For your house to be well builded, for your marriage or for your house to be established, you need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. All right. In Matthew 19:3-4, the Pharisees came and tempted Jesus and saying all sorts of things to Jesus. Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? In verse 4, and Jesus answered and said unto them, haven't you read that at the beginning, he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? Verse 5, for this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother, should be joined to his spouse. Verse 6, they are no more two, but one flesh. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So at least it gives us an understanding that knowledge makes marriage work. You need to understand these things. They are very, very important. You need knowledge. At the beginning, he made them male and female. So divorce it shouldn't be part of it. All right. You need knowledge of the gender difference. Also, in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7-9, the Bible says, husbands or men, dwell with her or dwell with your husband or with your wife according to knowledge. Give honor unto her as unto the weaker vessel, or as unto the weaker sex, as being held up with the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Dwell with her according to knowledge. Dwell with her according to knowledge. The knowledge of the gender difference, the knowledge of whom your wife is. Understand your wife, understand women in particular. When the Bible says, give honor unto us, unto the weaker vessel. When it says the weaker vessel, doesn't mean that she's weak or she's inferior. It only means women are delicate. They are of a delicate being. So give honor to her. Give honor to them. And that is what the Bible is trying to say. All right. Number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Love. You need to love your spouse. Love. I talked about knowledge first. Knowledge comes before love. Because knowledge keeps marriage even more than love. But love is also very important. You need to love your spouse. You need to love your spouse. Love unites the family. Love unites your home. Love unites spouses. Love can unite you and your spouse together. So you need to love your spouse, all right? Most especially for the men, the Bible says, love your wife. Husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave his life to the church. Love involves sacrifice. Because you love your wife, there are some particular sacrifice that you can give to your wife. You guys are joined together, so you are now one. So love your wife just the way you love yourself. Most especially for the men. All right. Number 8, last but not the least. Last but not the least, but I'm talking about 8 keys to a lasting marriage. Number 8, forgive. 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 In marriage, it is a normal thing. Your spouse must offend you. It's a normal thing. But one thing that can make the marriage to last is forgiveness. So no matter what your spouse have done to you in the time past, forgive him. Forgive her. Your spouse must offend you is a normal thing. Your spouse must offend you. Learn to forgive. If you have written something your spouse did to you 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 2 months ago, go and cancel, go and destroy it, go and scatter it, go and burn it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Go and destroy it. Forgive. Even apart from forgiving your spouse, forgive. When you forgive, it helps you. Because when you put grudge in your heart, you are putting your body in prison. Your BP can rise. Your blood temperature. It can lead to stroke, hypertension, BP rising. So when you forgive, you are helping yourself. Forgive your spouse. This will be the end of this video. Please like, share, and comment. Drop your comment at the comment section, all right? Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and smash the like button. The aim is to inculcate and socialize us into the norms and values of relationships so that we all can become a catalyst, that is an agent of change, so that we all can become useful when it comes to relationships, so that we all can become a progressivist and not a traditionalist, so that we all can have an holistic view of reason and not a myopic one, all right? Please do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell notification icon and click to always be notified whenever I drop a new video, all right? Stay cool, stay blessed. Stay cool and stay blessed. Until I come your way again next time. Bye.